Aviv, Israel. We've got Mediterranean beaches, sexy people, a culinary scene to die for. What's not to love? Well, here's one thing, the prices. Tel Aviv may rank in as the 13th most happy country on the planet, but it looks like happiness is expensive because the city is also the 10th most expensive city in the world. Wondering what that looks like? Well, let's call up some friends from two cities that are tied as the #1 most expensive on the planet.
I'm Dini, and I'm representing Hong Kong.
I'm Nittany, and I'm representing Paris.
And I'm Natasha. I live here in Tel Aviv, where the average salary is about $3,000 a month.
Well, in Hong Kong, it's around $3,994 a month.
In Paris, it's $4,577 a month.
Here's what's crazy, though. The salaries in these locations are a lot higher, yet the cost of a loaf of bread isn't much different. Over here, it's $5.09.
I love me some bread.
In Hong Kong, a loaf of bread is even cheaper. It's only $3.91.
A Parisian loaf is $5.66, but at least it's French.
Well, what about a bottle of beer? Here in Tel Aviv, it's about $2.94.
What? In Hong Kong, it's only $1.77.
In Paris, a bottle of beer is $2.10, and that's still lower than Tel Aviv.
A two-piece business suit costs an average of $1,940 in Tel Aviv. I'm not saying I know whether or not that's a reasonable price, but what about you guys?
It's still cheaper here in Hong Kong. The average suit costs about $1,874.
Well, the French love a nice suit, so over here, the average one costs just a bit more at $2,000.
There's got to be something that's cheaper in Tel Aviv. How about a women's haircut? Over here, it's about $93.
This time you win. In Hong Kong, you're looking at putting down about $112.
And in Paris, $119. At least I have style.
So how is it possible that Israelis are affording to live their lives here? I mean, the bars are practically full every night of the week.
אני במינוס.
I try not to check my bank account.
גם ככה תמות יום אחד.
All right, that guy doesn't count.
So what makes the prices so high here? Economists say the high cost of living is due to a lot of things. Cost of real estate isn't pretty. Lots of foreign buyers are dominating the market and bringing up the rent of average Israelis like us. And electricity prices are growing even higher because of the hike on tariffs for imported materials to produce electric power. The price of water is also expected to increase next year because of higher taxes to cover investment in water infrastructure, following Israel's 5th year of drought in a row. Plus, monopolies in Israel's small food industry are also a major cause of sky-high prices. For example, Israel's largest food maker, Osem, has just announced that a third of the company's products will cost even more in 2019. And a lot of Israelis buy from Osem. But that's not all. If you take a look at the elections here, Israelis really fail to prioritize the economy when voting. Let's face it, in the Middle East, security concerns really take the cake. So back to our first line. Tel Aviv, Israel. Mediterranean beaches, sexy people, and a culinary scene to die for. But is it really worth it?